Just thought I'd put a set of roses here in order to decorate the place. Hope you all like that. I actually really like those roses. I might keep that. I think we can all universally agree that 2021 has had one of the roughest starts I've ever seen in any year ever. Like, literally every day we have to deal with some kind of controversy. We had the Raid Capital, Comic Carson allegations, Kiwi's allegations, the Teespring controversy that I had to deal with earlier, and finally Twitter now having to go through controversy over certain illegal material that's not considered violation of their policies. So as you could tell, 2021 has had a pretty rough start altogether. I think we can all universally agree with that. But that's not going to stop me from uploading anything. Today I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in literally forever. Upload a video. Not just kidding. Today I want to make an update video discussing everything that's been going on behind the scenes, everything that I've released so far outside of YouTube. And if you follow my Twitter, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. But I haven't uploaded it on YouTube before, which is kind of my main platform to talk about stuff. So I'm going to be making an update video that discusses all that here, all in one video. Let's start things off with a topic that I've actually been talking about a lot lately, and it's something I've been focusing a lot on lately. Music. More specifically, the music that I've been releasing. Ever since I signed with DistroKid back in 2020, a lot of people have requested me to release certain stuff on there. One of them being my two-part extended play instrumental project from 2017, Left Out Part 1 and Left Out Part 2. If you followed this channel for a while, you would know that I started and completed a two-part extended play instrumental project at the time that was focused on depression, called Left Out Part 1 and Left Out Part 2. That project was really big at the time, and a lot of people have wanted me to re-release it onto iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, and all those other services. Because after all, that does play a pretty big role in my mini discography. So I decided to take the initiative and make that happen. Left Out Part 1 and Left Out Part 2 are finally available on those said streaming services and more. The links will be in the description below for both of them. They're fully out. You can go and listen to them. You can go buy them if you want. I actually didn't want to just release both EPs because the original mixes for both of them are pretty terrible, to say the least. I know that was my first job making music, my first time making music, so of course it was going to be bad, but I decided to take the initiative on that and decided to remaster as well as make new album artworks for both of them. It was really fun doing all that. It was really fun switching up the mixes, especially the one for Part 2. Part 2 had a pretty big glow up, if I'm going to be honest with you. And speaking of Left Out Part 1 and Left Out Part 2, this is going to be really exciting. So a while back, I had signed with a company called Q-Rates. They are kind of the Kickstarter of vinyl records. You can start a campaign to make a vinyl record and raise funds for it, and when the funds get completed, all the copies will get pressed and shipped out. So I decided to sign up with them, and I had created a campaign for, get this, Left Out Part 1 and Left Out Part 2 on half red, half blue, semi-transparent vinyl. Yeah, my music on a vinyl record. How fucking awesome is that? Because both Left Out Part 1 and Left Out Part 2 both perfectly fit on both sides of a 12-inch record, I decided to create a 12-inch record on Q-Rates to make that happen. Unfortunately, because it's one of those crowdfunding things, we'll need to at least sell 100 copies, so I'll put a link to that in the description below for people to be able to raise money for that. If the campaign does succeed, thankfully everybody will get refunded. I'm also planning on wanting to release some special edition versions of the Left Out series. I'm wanting to release like a big deluxe set with all the songs in it at once, probably a best of collection with all of my favorite songs that I did on there, maybe a full recreation of both of them, or specifically Left Out Part 1. I'm wanting to do a lot of stuff with it. And if you little kitties are good enough, I might also considering making a Part 3. I'm also planning on releasing the soundtrack to Nessie the NES Robot in its entirety whenever that game finally comes out. I'm hoping to get that released sometime between June and December of 2021. It's a pretty long game to work on, and although it's going to be kind of a short game, it still takes a lot to make that said game happen, so I hope you all enjoy that. It's going to be coming out specifically on the Nintendo Entertainment entertainment system, meaning you can play it on any emulator you want. I'll be releasing it onto itch.io. Now, this next thing I want to talk about actually does indeed relate to this channel. A lot of people have noticed that I have changed the banner on both my YouTube and Twitter to have this darker star background with a gold V behind my logo in black and white. A lot of people are wondering what that's supposed to symbolize, what that means. Is there like a special edition of this channel going on? And I'm going to be discussing all of it here. This year, 2021 marks the 5-year anniversary of me going full-time, in quotes, full-time on YouTube back in 2016, ever since I started pushing videos further with commentary, gaming, and all the other nonsense that I've been posting on this channel for the past 5 years. It's been an incredible ride, and while I don't want to relive most of it because it had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of successes and tragedies, it still was an amazing ride, and I can't thank you all enough for making that happen. I hope to see you all in another 5 years soon. Also, 2022 marks the 10-year anniversary of the creation of this channel back in 2012, so expect to see DTGX coming out sometime next year. It's gonna be confusing, but now that I explain it here, it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, 2021 is going to have a very interesting spot in the history of this YouTube channel. Everything from the Left Out series having a revival to the 5-year anniversary of me going full-time on YouTube. It's going to be interesting. And I think a lot of you might also be noticing that I've been changing the pace of these videos a lot lately. I'm wanting to switch things up, wanting to make them fresh, because releasing the same stuff for the past 5 years isn't really going to get you anywhere. In fact, I've been changing a lot ever since I started releasing videos back in 2016. A lot of people pointed out that I went from generic commentary videos, which I still do at times, but from generic commentary videos normally to big, special, impactful videos, which really means a lot to me because I love working on these videos. It's really fun. But with that all said, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. And if some of you have any suggestions on what I should discuss next, be sure to submit them via Twitter, Discord, and in the description below. I have a lot of other affiliation links in the description below. And with that all said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next month. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually working on a couple of other videos behind the scenes. I'm working on a video with Dusty Purples, aka Even the Fox, if you know her.
Chris Kringle!
I'm also releasing a video related to Grubhub because that got highly requested. And with that all said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next few videos. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.